Hi everyone, my name is Sophie and I'm here with you from Positive Choice. Today we're going to do a little bit of standing stretching. It's going to be a nice short couple of minutes of stretching that you can do anytime throughout the day. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll start by just warming up the joint a little bit. So we're going to balance on the leg closest to our chair here and then lift the other leg up. Good. And from here, we're going to pretend that we're doing kind of like a figure eight or an infinity sign. You can take the leg out, knee out open, and then pull it back in front of you. We'll do that a couple of times. So we're trying to get that hip joint moving in all sorts of different directions. Good. A little bit of mobility. Good. And from here, we'll take the leg, we'll cross the ankle on top of the opposite thigh. Now push your end a little bit backwards and then sit down. Good. And from here, you're going to start to feel a little bit of a stretch on the outer side of your hip and glute. And if you would like to intensify the stretch a little bit, you apply just a little bit of pressure onto your inner thigh, guiding the knee out and open. Good. And at the same time, we get a little bit of strength for that standing leg, a little bit of balance here. A couple of nice slow breaths. So hold that stretch. Good. When you're ready, slowly come back up. You can shake up the leg for a little bit. And we're going to turn and face the chair. Take the leg that you were just balancing on closest to the chair and then step the other foot out behind you. Good. And we'll start by bringing it all the way up on the tippy toes on that back foot. Bend deeply into the front knee, and at the same time we'll bend the back knee. Good. And as we bend that back knee, we're going to try and curl our tailbone in and under. And what we should start to feel is a good stretch down here, the front side of the hip. Good. So that's our hip flexor. So continue to pull those hips in and under, slight engagement from the lower abdomen with a soft bend in the back knee. Now continue to hold that tuck of the pelvis, and if you can take a little deeper of a stretch, we'll slightly straighten out the back knee. Good. Slow deep breath. We want to hold a stretch just for about 20 seconds total, just to make sure we get the benefits out of it. Perfect. From here, place the back heel onto the ground and let your toes point a little slightly outwards on that back foot. Okay. And then you're going to ground the heel down into the floor, and as you do that, you're going to start to feel the calf, the back part of your lower leg, stretching out. And once again, we'll try and tuck that pelvis in and under, and you may still feel a good stretch here on the front side of the hip. Both of your hips are oriented directly towards the chair. For a little extra stretch here up through the side body, we're going to lift the arm, the same arm as you have the leg back, up overhead. And then as you reach towards the ceiling, we'll do a little lateral bend over to the opposite side. Take a nice deep breath in to the side of the rib cage. Feel all those little muscles between your ribs stretching. Hold that for one more nice deep breath in. And then slowly come back up. Good. Step the foot forward. Good. Shake it out. And we're going to switch sides. So I'm going to take the chair here, move it to the other side. Good. And again, we're balancing on the foot closest to the chair. And then we're going to lift the other leg. Perfect. And once again, like we did before, we're going to warm up the hip joint here. So knee out and open, and then into the front. Kind of that infinity sign or figure eight. In and out a couple times. The blood flowing into that hip joint. Let's do just one more time. All the way out to the side and into the front. Keep the knee bent. Cross the ankle on top of the opposite thigh. Bend the knee on the standing leg. And push your end a little bit backwards until you start to feel that stretch on the outer hip, on the other side of the glute. then again, if you want a little more intensity into the stretch, apply a gentle pressure here on your inner thigh. Slow, deep breath. Holding just for about 20 seconds total. Make sure we get those benefits of stretching. Good, and then we come back up to stand. Release it. Good. And the foot we were just balancing on comes closest to the chair. The other foot is going to come out behind you. Nice big step. Perfect. Bend deeply into the front knee. Good. And then bend the back knee as well, as we still stay on the toes on the back foot. Curl the tailbone, your pelvis in and under. Slight engagement on the lower abdomen until you feel the stretch down through the front side of your hip. Perfect. And then again, if you want a little more intensity, slightly straighten the back knee. You hold it there for a couple of deep breaths. Making sure the stretch gets to do its job. Perfect. And then ground the back heel onto the ground. Let your toes point slightly out and forward. And then as the heel meets the ground, you'll start to feel that good calf stretch, the back side of the low leg. Continue to orient your pelvis in and under, and your hips are pointing directly towards the chair. We're moving all the way from the calf and up through the front of the hip. And if you want that little extra for the side body, reach the hand up towards the ceiling and then laterally across. Slow deep breath into the side of the rib cage, feeling all those little muscles between your ribs stretching. One last time, breathe in. And breathe out, release. And from here, we'll just step forward, shake it out for a second. That's all I got for you today. Hope your legs feels great. Have a good day.